Water is the lifeblood of any community. Without water, you don't have a community. I'm sorry. If you don't have a viable source of water, and not only a viable source of water, but an actual clean source of water, your community will fail. It's just the way it is. You can't sustain life. You can't sustain a community. You can't sustain business. You can't sustain growth without safe, reliable source of water. What caught me right away is that the city had two towers, or still has two elevated storage tanks here, that hadn't been maintained probably since the 80s, you know, maybe in the 90s. But nobody could really tell me when was the last time it got painted. And they had already been issued a notice of violation from the state on the fact that the towers were pretty beat up and they needed to get some maintenance done. In this program, you pay a small amount on an annual basis, you know, your annual fee, and you do it over a 5-10-year period, whatever the contract was. We did a 5-year period to maintain the towers. It's hard from other municipalities that I worked for, it's hard to convince city council or city commission or even the administrative guy to upfront $250,000 to $500,000 to paint an elevated storage tank. I mean, all councils, my boss, the city manager, all administration, they love that when they know this is the cost. They hate it when there's surprises, you know. This is not a surprise, it's there. They know this year is this much, next year is that much, and the year after that is that much. There's always been the cases, you have a project, you have a cost estimate that an engineer gave you 6 months ago or a year ago, and then you go out to bid it and everything's changed and now you don't have enough money in the budget to do this. This way, it's there, it's guaranteed. I pay it on an annual basis and we're good to go. And because I have a contract, the commission understands, hey, we need to fund that. The other thing I like, if some point the city opts, hey, we don't want to continue this, we pay you for everything you've done out to that deal. That's what I liked about it. And the rest, whatever you guys haven't done, we're not on the hook for, which was amazing for me.